It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Denver Broncos and the Baltimore Ravens. And it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 25.
Welcome to Baltimore's Inner Harbor. 70,000 plus have filled M&T Bank Stadium since 1998, the home of the Ravens. Good to be with you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we got a couple of teams who love to throw the football, and you know how guys say, hey, we're not going against the other offense, we're going against the other team's defense. Greg, these star wide receivers, you know they're watching what the other guy does on the field here today.
Oh, in their minds, there's no question. They are competing against one another, and I think that's what makes this league so fun is when these guys, they know each other, they study each other, they work together in the off seasons. A lot of times they're friends. But come game day, there is no question. At the end of this one, yes, they want their teams to win, but when they put their two box scores up next to each other, there's going to be some bragging rights come this offseason.
Here's the veteran Will Lutz to get us going. And off we go here in Baltimore. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time, led by their quarterback, league MVP in 2019 and 2023, Lamar Jackson.
Is there a more exciting guy in the NFL to watch play quarterback than this guy, Mike? I mean, one of the most dynamic athletes to ever play the position. And what's truly unique about him is his ability to beat you both as a runner and equally as a passer. And that's really where his game has developed. Defensive coordinators, they don't sleep very much when they know they're facing this guy and all the problems that he presents.
And not much materializes there. He'll get this to the 35.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
It's the tight end Likely in motion. They run with the longtime Titan. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to third down. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. They get 12 yards on that pass. First down, Baltimore.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Aguilar goes off in motion. They'll give it, going left. There's Henry. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Second down, Jackson. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end, Mark Andrews, that time. And it'll be third down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And that is incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver, and that'll set up fourth down.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. Here comes the Denver offense, set to take over for the first time. They'll be led by the man from Oregon who started his career at Auburn, quarterback Bo Nix.
The coaches spend all week, Mike, drafting up their opening script. These are the plays that they feel the best with to not only attack the defense early, but try to get an idea of what sort of matchups they're going to see throughout the course of the game. Now, all of that is thrown out the window. None of the plays take into account snapping it this close to your own goal line. They've got to try to get themselves some breathing room, pick up a first down or two. That will allow them to get back on track, executing the rest of that opening script. It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll run it for the first time with Javonte Williams. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he'll get this one past the 20 to the 21. Slot man in motion left. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Throwing. Nix. He's got his receiver. It's Cortland Sutton. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
That's going to be caught. It's Marvin Mims. The first-round pick looking right at home in this offense. It's a first down.
So many of these young rookie quarterbacks, they come into difficult situations. We see it year in and year out. They don't have a lot of veteran pieces around them. Maybe their weapons aren't great, but I don't think that's the case for Bo Nix.
1st and 10. They'll go play action with Nix. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
Play action now. It's Nix. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up 4th down.
When a defense has speed to the ball like this group does, it makes these wide receiver screens really challenging because all those fast linebackers and defensive backs that are chasing the ball carrier, the offensive line are the ones responsible for them, and sometimes that's just a speed mismatch, and they can't get out in front.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Broncos are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Ravens offense ready now for their second drive. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Aguilar goes off in motion. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. In motion comes Andrews. Jackson now on 2nd down. He's got his big target. That's Isaiah Likely. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker. Be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop. When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw, to result in those big plays, but I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
Again, it's Jackson. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Jackson up top again. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Broncos offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They were able to turn that opening drive into points. 3-0 our score as they start again with a 1st down. The drive begins with a run by Williams. He looks forward for maybe a yard. Roquan Smith there to bring him down. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
They'll try to run for it with Williams. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as the tackle's made at the 36.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. It's another run here for Williams. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Now Nick's going to look to throw. He'll take a shot with Mims. Marlon Humphrey, the man there to break that one up.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
That's complete on the tight end screen. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
So just a lone field goal in the 1st quarter of play. It's the Broncos with the early lead. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Taking off. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
A first down throw for Jackson. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Now it's Jackson. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
He finds his receiver. That's Bateman. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll motion over Flowers. Play action now. Jackson. A pass pulled in by Henry. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And the Ravens are going to be set up. 1st and goal coming up. They'll mark them down at the 6-yard line.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Aguilar goes off in motion. And that is not going to work out as planned. Maybe a tough spot to try to run a play like that. Either way, it's blown up back behind the line of scrimmage. Now from the 7, it's 2nd and goal. Here's Jackson. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
So the last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Everybody on that sideline, when you find yourself in a goal-to-go situation, you're all thinking the same thing. You're getting 6. Well, next thing you know, you've given up 2 sacks on the previous 3 plays, and I think here on 4th down, I've lost all confidence in my protection, and I think you got to settle for the 3.
On 4th down, here comes Justin Tucker for the Ravens. This one will be from 37 yards out. Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
So the field goal draws us even. It is now 3-3 as the kick's away. Here's Tremon Smith on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll set out in search of a first touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down as an incompletion. Marlon Humphrey, the man there to break that one up.
That's one of those plays where you come off the field, Mike, and you're getting a lot of high fives. Hey, good job. But then that secondary's coach pulls you over to the side and says, hey, Nice play. But next time, let's come away with the pick.
On second down, it's Nix. That's caught on the right side by Sutton. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Williams. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They motion the slot man left. Here's a shot toward the end zone.
Still 1st down.
Throwing is Nix. He'll go left side here and complete this one.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. It gets them down to the 6.
Wow, this is the advantage to having a really effective passing game, Mike, as the defense now tries to adjust to stopping you through the air. It's a lot easier to mix it up and run the ball. There's a lot less defenders in there trying to stop you.
They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. He's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8-yard line.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
2nd down. Nix. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Big play coming up, 3rd and goal. Back to throw is Nix. This one caught at the 4. A nice run there, bringing it down to the 2. And decision time. 4th and goal.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down. You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. Hardy now with the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They'll begin with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick 1st down. Aguilar goes off in motion. On 1st and 10, Jackson. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
It's just so hard to get anything going when you're just not confident running your own system. And all these early sacks, yes, they kill drives, but think what it does to the quarterback. The quarterback just can't be confident operating out of the pocket. There's no rhythm, there's no timing, and everything you planned on doing today coming in is out.
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. There is a flag there on the play, but I think that's going to be holding on the offense. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. On the ground, here's Henry. That is not going to work at all. He'll manage to only get back to the line of scrimmage. Very short of the 1st down. 4th down coming up. Here's Jordan Stout now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Here's Nix to throw. He'll find his tight end. That's Troutman.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. To throw is Nix. Off he goes. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
You can see here, Mike, the impact that sending your receivers deep does to the defense. You add so many layers, and the defense has to get so much depth in their pass coverage. It leaves a lot of room underneath, and that's exactly what the quarterback takes advantage, tucks the ball down, turns into a runner, picks up the first down.
This one to the tight end, Trotman. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver, and it'll be second down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He finds his man, Troutman. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down. On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. This, about as short as you can get. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Broncos going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. A deep shot for Aguilar. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Michael, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the Halftime Report. These two teams ready for the second half, and so are we. So let's get you back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half, about to get started. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Broncos offense, and Bo Nix getting ready to go back to work. And he's had it going in the first half. really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Play action now. It's Nix. Got it into the hands of Mims. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. Second and a yard. They send Sutton in motion. They'll throw. It's Nix. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Williams hit, and he loses the football. One of the Ravens has it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
First and 10 now from the 36. On the option, they give it to Henry. He's got space inside the 25. And they finally get him down, but not before he brings it to the 4-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
From the gun, Jackson. That is caught side of the end zone. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Ravens. Justin Tucker for the point after. He's got it. And the Ravens have taken the lead by a point here in the 3rd. Is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Here's Smith to return it. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Javonte Williams heading out with the Broncos for their next drive. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And a strong 1st down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short. They'll go with Williams. And that'll give them a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Williams. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
A couple of first downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up 1st and 10. To the left side, into the hands of Franklin. Second and 7. Caught right side, it's Franklin. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
And the Broncos bring out their punter. They'll kick it away. The punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. The Ravens offense and receiver Zay Flowers heading back onto the field. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. In motion comes Andrews. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Jackson now going up top and looking for Flowers. And that is incomplete.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
Coming open, that's the tight end likely. They get 10 yards on the hook up there. Good for a Raven 1st down.
3rd down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback, and even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. In the pistol, Jackson ready. This throw right is taken in by foul. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break open. Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Second down and 3. They'll run out of the gun with Henry. And the defense, good job sticking to their rules. They didn't take their eyes off the running back, who gains nothing.
I know it's easy from up in the booth, Mike, but I think that's one of those zone reads where the quarterback needs to pull it and keep it himself. The defense was clearly keyed on the running back. Not much room in there, no gain.
In motion comes Andrews. Third and short, Jackson. Taking off, he'll try to get there. He will have a Ravens first down. He'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
A first down throw for Jackson. To the tight end, Likely. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Here's 2nd and 2. Out of the gun. Here's a give to Henry. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
It's the tight end Likely in motion. On third down, Jackson. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
Aguilar goes off in motion. Jackson. That's hauled in at the 2. To the goal line and in. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Tucker for the point after. He knocks it through. And the Ravens are going to open up the lead to 8. Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Jaleel McLaughlin now on the return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Broncos offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Throwing is Nix. Quick throw, taken in. And a big strike for good yardage there, all the way up to midfield.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Broncos.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now Nick's going to look to throw. The pressure will get to him. He goes down. There is a flag down in the backfield, usually the spot that tells us hold it. Back to throw is Nix. We'll try and set up the tight end screen. And that'll help a bit. They're still well short of the sticks. A solid pickup on that 1st down play.
How fast things can flip. You find yourself in 1st and a mile after taking a penalty on 1st down. But that chunk play there in the passing game now gets them back in sequence with the chains and brings up a more manageable 2nd down.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Aguilar goes off in motion. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Now it's Jackson. And he's got it to Flowers for the connection. 11 yards on the connection there. 1st down, Baltimore.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go
under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. 1st down and goal. Here's a run. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Ravens. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Extra point try now for Tucker. His kick is good. And the Ravens will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. McLaughlin now on the return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense headed back to take over once more. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with 1st down. Throwing, Nix. This one to the tight end, Trotman. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Here's a screen set up to Williams. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense, just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
2nd down, Nix. That's taken in by Franklin. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the 1st down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. To throw is Nix. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Here comes the jet sweep. And he'll be taken down.
He had plenty of juice coming across to get the ball, Mike, but he hit a whole new gear after he secured it and began getting vertical. By comparison, it looked like a lot of the defenders who had a shot at him were a little flat-footed and ended up getting burned for a big gain.
They'll run. It's Williams. And he will score. Game on. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Denver. So they get the touchdown, and now it is a 9-point game. Greg, you can go for 1 and make it a 1-possession game. Or some people think about going for 2 here. What would you do?
I think I'm going for 2, Mike. Listen, the way you have to look at it is I need a 2-point conversion at some point. But I want to know now, am I down truly 2 scores, or am I able to get it down to 7 and truly make it a 1 score? So I'm going for 2 now, and I want to know what the rest of this game looks like. How many possessions do I need?
The kick here is good, so they are back within a possession. That gets it down to an 8-point game. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. This taken at the 5. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. Eddie has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. We've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. First and 10. Now, Jackson. Trying to set up the screen, but he just had to spike that one. This will be incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
On the handoff, it's Henry. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Third and 9. It's the tight end Likely in motion. From the gun, Jackson. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
On first and 10, Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. They face second down and 7. To throw is Jackson. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
Defense got lucky on that one. There's no one accounting for the running back out of the backfield as they should have, and fortunately for them, he bails him out by not securing the catch.
It's the tight end Likely in motion. To the air one more time with Jackson. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
Bateman is the motion man. Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost him 5.
Still first down.
Jackson up top again. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Aguilar goes off in motion. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Third and long. Jackson looking to throw. He'll look for Flowers downfield. That's going to be incomplete. They cannot hook up there. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning. So out comes a guy who's been here before. Big spot for Justin Tucker. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So Tucker is back out after making the field goal. He'll kick this one away. McLaughlin now on the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. The visitors' offense make their way out to take over once more. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help them at all.
Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
Defense has a chance to all but end this game, but they can't secure the interception, and now the offense has new life. But is there enough time? Do they have enough opportunities still to find themselves in position to go try to pull this one out?
From the shotgun, here's Nix. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. Will they bring the heat for 4th and 6? That's taken in, and he's gonna get there. He's got the first down. What great awareness after the catch. He gets enough to move the chains. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
To the outside, hauled in by Sutton. That was not what they were hoping for. He's going to go out of bounds behind the line. A loss on that one.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter. So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
The Ravens offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. Down to a knee here goes Jackson. And that should do it. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second. And they'll stop it with a little over 30 left in the game. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Down to a knee here goes Jackson. And that should do it. The Broncos going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll stop it with a little over 30 left in the game. The last 2 runs each lost a yard. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 12.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 51-yard attempt. His kick is no good.
So it's a win here for the Ravens. And right away you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with takeaways. As a result, they're going to come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious as we say...